Good morning, everybody on the Rock and Rivera page. I'm trying to get this intro better, but until I have a proper intro, whatever. So right now I'm back on the Nova, and I'm gonna post a video. It did run. I finally got it running, and it was on camera. So thank God for that. But right now I'm working on the body work. I'm working on the modifications to the body that I said I was gonna do, and that I'm currently doing. So right now, I'm getting this spoiler, which I trimmed down to fit this, and I trimmed a little bit too much out of the passenger side corner. But I got it so far to fit. It tucks really nice to the body line, but I got to remake part of it because it doesn't come down far enough, as you're about to see. As you can clearly see, I cut the corner out, and there wasn't anything there, or behind it. So what I got to do is I got to build that back up. And the other side, I took too much out. So now I got to wind up filling this in on the spoiler so it meets this body line, because it comes out to here instead. You can see where it kind of made a line right here. The other thing is the trim piece that goes on the back of this for the SS panel. Well, technically it's not an SS panel. It's kind of a weird. It's supposed to be a trim package that was available for the Nova, but it's not the SS trim package. And it's not the Rally Sport trim package, and it's not the base model, which is all they made. So this is like a luxury trim package that you could buy. And it included the side pieces that went all the way down the car. There was a piece that went all the way down the side of the car, just like right about here, all the way straight down the car, all the way down the doors, quarter panels, fenders, everything. And it stopped right about here. Now, I have access to that trim, but I'm not going to put it back on the car for the sake of the fact that I don't like it. Neither does my dad. So, we're in agreement, finally. We're in agreement on this, what this car's going to be. So, it's not going to have that trim. But I do have it for sale. For $100 for the whole length, from front to back. But the other thing is I got to do the side pipe covers, because as you can see, they have some chips in them, and they got some body work that I need to finish up, so I'm going to be pulling those off later. I do have a body guy. I may have said that in the last video. I do have a body guy that I'm going to be sending this to. He's in exchange for, this is just a deal between us, but I'm willing to teach him fiberglass and metal work that he doesn't know. He's better at paint than he is metal and fiberglass fab. Whereas I'm good with fiberglass fab or fiberglass repair and the metal work. So I'm going to show him how to make panels from scratch. In exchange, he's going to help me with the bodywork on this, getting it painted. And this is not just some random guy. This is a guy who, him and his dad have been working for the last 20 years. So this is good. And I told him what I was doing with the car. The son was automatically all for it, because he would like some sponsors as well, who would wind up wanting to help him with his builds and all that, because he's wanting to do a Dodge truck. A second-gen Dodge Cummins, and that's going to be some massive build that he's doing with a special lift kit on it where it's got the coilover suspension. So, it's working out. It's working out good. But this trim piece, I should have shown it to you while I was over there, but this trim piece goes right here, goes across. It has no SS badge right here, which is the weird thing. Because normally on the SS's, for even up to 72, 68 to 72 had an SS badge right here, right in the middle. Now this one doesn't. It's really rare. Like, I'm talking expensive rare. Like, you can get it today, but it's going to cost you out the butt. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and restore the panel, get it cleaned up, and then what I'm going to do is, instead of, you guys vote on this. Hot Wheels badge here on the panel, Hot Wheels badge here, where the Nova badge would have been on the trunk originally, or on the middle of the spoiler, above the lock, or off to the side, or on the spoiler. So either spoiler, trunk, or back. Tell me what you think. Share this video to your friends, and let's get some opinions going. Let's see how this goes. And then the other thing is, the last piece is the chin spoiler, which I have at home, which goes on the front of this. I actually have a Camaro chin spoiler for the front of this that's special to this car. Now, when I wrecked the car, it broke, so I had to go buy another one, and this one is slightly different. It's actually a little bit wider, which is I think it's gonna fill up the profile better. So it's gonna look a little bit more better, a little bit more cleaned up. And then I gotta soda blast these bezels because these are original bezels. I gotta soda blast them and get them cleaned up, and that'll look good. So that's the whole plan, and get it cleaned up and get the fiberglass hood on it, and then just start getting ready for bodywork. Because this hood is going away. I'm keeping edit that out. Edit that out. Anyway, I am keeping. Sorry, trying to figure out which way this is going. I'm going to be keeping the trim piece that goes right here and the center badge, but I'm going to look for one that I can have 3D printed. So instead, in the Chevy badge, it shows the Hot Wheels badge. Either that or there's one that has the Chevy 2 logo on it, which is what the Nova originally was before it became a Nova. It was a Chevy 2. That was the deluxe Nova with the 350 in it and the 4-speed and all that. Before it got a big block and then became the Nova. It was called the Chevy 2. So there's a bit of history for you. But the main thing is we're going to wind up getting this whole thing cleaned up. I'm going to have the same bruise stripe along the front to match the paint job. Fender's going to be redone. This one is fine, but that other piece I had to buy used, so I got to polish it up a little bit. So that's going to be fun. And other than that, it's almost ready for straight up body work, because the main things were I got the inner fender for the passenger side is already in primer. It's just not in the car because I know I was going to have to take it out later, and I was just going to take the whole front clip off and then just send it out. And then when the body's ready, I was going to send that out too. So I was just going to send it out, have the front clip taken off, have the bumpers and all the trim given back to me. We'll put it all back together after it's been repainted and with the stripes and everything special to the car. And then I'm debating on the hubcaps and what I'm going to do with the wheels, because the wheels have the weights on the outside right now, and I don't like that. I think I might do a red pinstripe on the outside instead, or do a trim ring. There's a trim ring that comes factory for the rallies on the outside that would look they would look better than the dirt that's on there right now. Because somebody drives the car. A lot. A hell of a lot. So, basically, this is getting some serious work done. I'm finally kicking butt on it, and let me know what you guys think. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Being a douche is not welcome. So if you're gonna be a douche, don't watch the video. Don't even comment. Just don't even acknowledge my existence. I don't care. And in other news, I wanted to send this across YouTube. I know it's probably not going to get heard. I know it's probably not going to get seen. But I did it anyway. I wrote a very tear-jerking letter about how somebody saved my life to the guy that saved my life. His name is Danny Coker from Counting Cars. He was the main guy on the show, and it was on the History Channel, and I wrote a letter to him thanking him for inspiring me to do something in my life. Because before I just started getting into cars, and people were picking on me for it, and people were telling me pretty bad stuff. I'm talking like singing songs about me doing very horrible things to myself. And I'm not allowed to say it on YouTube, so you can probably guess what it is. It's the worst of the bunch, and you know what it is. So I wrote the letter. I sent it to Danny Coker and it arrived on his birthday, but I never got any confirmation that I read it. If you're watching this, and you have some way of getting to, if you even know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who can get to him, tell him to read that letter. I don't want a present. I don't want anything. I mean, I just wanted to tell him that on his birthday because it means a lot to me. And it was my birthday too. We share the same birthday, January 5th. So it's like, it'd be big if he even wrote back. Even if he wrote back, I'd be happy. I don't want a jacket. I don't want to be on the show. I just want him to write back. Because he's my hero. It's the end of the story. Because if it wasn't for me watching his show on the History Channel, I probably would have died. I probably would have followed through with it. I probably would have died. So if anybody knowing somebody who can get to him and send him this video, tell him watch it all the way through to get to this point where I'm telling him, thank you. Thank you for being an inspiration, and thank you for, in a way, saving my life and giving me purpose. Thank you. Well, on that note, I will see you all later. Back at the Rockin' Rivera Garage. Gonna be changing the name of the channel to Rockin' Rivera Garage soon, so hopefully this channel takes off, and hopefully we get more people on it. And I'm not fibbing that letter. I'm not saying a lie. I can actually get the letter on my phone. I have the letter typed to my phone, and then printed it out and hand signed it for Danny. So if someone doesn't believe me, that's on you. But all I'm asking is I want to at least hear him read it, or get something that tells me that he read it. Even if he doesn't respond, I just want to know he read it. Because it would mean the world to me. So, on that note, and everything else that's going on, wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to spend tomorrow at work fabbing up the spoiler, and then I'm going to start drilling the holes in the back for the rear panel and the spoiler, and then I'm going to start modifying the front so it can take the chin spoiler, which is just cutting the spoiler up and making holes in it. So, but thank you all very much for watching. Please subscribe. Please support this channel. I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to do this for the sponsors. I didn't have to do this for anybody, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to do this because I thought it would be cool, and I'm putting in the effort to do it. So please support the channel. Even if you don't watch the videos, just support the channel. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody. Rivera out.